This is AWAGBT their podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Not you pulled a Tracy.
What I pull?
You put the wrong opening up.
No, I didn't. I intentionally put that one there.
Okay.
Okay.
We're
Anyway.
listeners. We are feuding minute, second one, just like the BB house.
Like, no, I know. Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to AWAGBT the podcast, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
The place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Man, y'all.
Or you gonna get blocked if you acting up.
Man, is Big Brother back?
Big Brother is back.
I don't even care about like how I'm doing. I'm like, hey, Big Brother's cooking.
Big Brother's back.
And I love it.
Big Brother is back. Like, and it's we already know what we're talking about. Like, we just finished the eviction episode, and the power got used. I know we're jumping a little ahead, but like, I'm excited to talk about it. So we'll save it for the latter half. But until then, we're gonna pass it over to Treese and Cece.
Child, my baby here, y'all.
Hold up, we aren't talking about the challenge, y'all.
No.
Listen, I already know what's happening on the challenge. It is a sad day, so I do not want to mourn today after such a huge win on Big Brother. So I will mourn my girls' elimination on Sunday when we talk about that episode.
We'll talk about it on the next episode.
Yes. So,
but let me catch y'all up. We already know who won veto.
Right. The Chill Billy Red.
The Chill Billy Red won veto. We finally got to see what the veto was, which I thought was a pretty dope comp.
I think it was a
first of all, I really like the fact that they are utilizing these other spaces on CBS a lot because of the writer strike. Other side note, pay your writers. Anyways, I like the fact. I do also like the fact that they have more access to the backyard because, we get so much more scheming. We get so much more time to see conversations because there's a bigger outlet for the other house guests to go. They don't get outside all the time. So,
and the hammock cuddles.
Yeah, the hammock cuddles are okay, but I'm done with them after this week. But anyways, the veto comp was really nice. It was kind of like an Indiana Jones kind of vibe or whatever.
It was giving Indiana Jones, like, what's the other one? Not Island Treasure. What's the
Treasure Island?
National
Treasure Island.
National Treasure.
Something like that.
Yeah. National Treasure.
We movie watchers.
Temple Run.
Yeah. Ooh, I forgot all about Temple Run. Temple Run used to be.
That was a game. That was a game.
Do they still exist?
They got like 4 versions now.
Sure, I'm down. I want the OG. Okay, I'm about to download that tonight. But, anyway, so the comp they had to do, they basically had to have different items that they had to level up. So say you had the little veto thing, they had a chalice that they had to do, and they had a specific line that it had to meet to know that it was the correct weight for that platform. And then eventually it revealed these letters. As we saw in the comp, Jared is a dumbass per usual.
Hey, not too much.
Clearly, he's not the only one, Trees, because somebody else on this pod thought it was something else that wasn't.
And we all know that it's Eric because Eric uses small words all the time.
No, what did you say you thought the word was again?
Okay.
What did you say it was?
Because me and Trees both said, "Oh, golden." We got that immediately.
See,
I did.
Y'all were watching the episode. I was a day after, so I saw this screenshot of Twitter of people roasting him when he had like D long up there.
I guessed that before the first. I was just like, "Oh, that's golden." You just use context clues and you automatically knew that, though.
The whole phrase gave it away. He who holds
the phrase
is what golden.
Okay, no.
100%.
I'll let y'all know what's going through my head. I saw the letters. I saw DE long, and I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad guess. What if we put long first and the ED at the end and just go long? You know what? Your life is long, and that was my first thought. And I was like, no, they wouldn't be roasting Jared if he was like only 2 letters off.
So what else did you think?
I was thinking about it. And listeners, I'm telling y'all, I sat on this for hours, like 5 hours, just thinking of it. Of course, I was doing other stuff, but like in the back of my mind, I'm like, what is that word?
And with a law.
Finally, it clicked. It was legend. LEGOND. Legend. And it made sense to me. You have Legend 25 in there. And y'all might think I'm capping.
The golden power of legend.
You know what?
No,
you're a legend.
He wouldn't go. The legend power of veto is what he was thinking.
Oh my God, Jesus!
You're a legend when you win the veto. Y'all, everyone's roasting Jared and for more than just his veto performance. Mm-mm. But I got his back in that way because I don't know words like that.
Y'all are going down in history with Jeff for his Technotronics. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's definitely going down. Technotronics is crazy.
Stupid.
So anyway, so the comp goes, it was pretty cool. It was nice. Mm-hmm. But then the winner ended up being Red. Congratulations, blah, 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 blah.
I will say my one beef with the comp is it has been like 2 vetoes now, and we'll see it later when we talk about the other comp. For a winner to have like 2.5 minutes, like I want a veto to at least be like
a little
10
bit more
minutes.
intricate. Give us
okay.
time.
But here's my question: how are these vetoes really that easy? But they be having fees down for 7 hours, 8 hours.
It don't make sense. It don't take them that long to get. It don't take you that long to get dressed.
And I don't want to hear about resetting or the backyard.
I don't know. They probably took a while to set up the rope and do the rope shot of them dropping it. I know they were proud of that one.
Okay, but they can still turn on the feeds inside the house and not show us the backyard. If that's the case.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Like, I can understand, okay, y'all still don't want to see the comp. But especially in those time comps, y'all can literally let us see what's going on in the house. Or even just give us feeds on the people that's not competing, at least.
Yeah.
Like something like we paid for these 24-hour fees. Give us something.
Clearly, they had to have been back in the house after an hour. Like,
oh, for sure.
Jared took the longest, and it's probably only like 15 minutes.
Right. 50. I mean, kudos to them because does that mean the house guests are getting smarter and better at these comps? Because, you know, typically they be going long, like 20, 30 minutes sometimes. But I don't know.
My one gripe with them is the fact that they had one of the scales already put together. Like what's the point of having a scale put together if there's only 5 scales? Like, you only have 8 blocks to do 4 more. That's I don't know. Make it tougher. I like to see people grind for their wins, and I don't like immediate fast wins. But
still, we got another one of those to talk about.
Still, but, you know, I'm not mad because they're trying new comps, and it's not the same old comps. So for that, I'll give them a little something.
But you know, if they do that, then they're gonna have to stop putting these recruits on there because most of the recruits dumb as hell. So if they do that, then they're gonna have to get rid of these comps.
Hey, if you throw me in that comp, it's at least taking me 20 minutes to solve that word.
Well, clearly it took you 5 hours to come up with the wrong word. You would have timed out. Yeah.
So basically, Red ended up winning the comp, right?
Also,
okay. So
stop showing just the top 3 times, please. Thank you. We don't see everybody's times. Yep.
We want to roast Jared and people like myself for how long he stood at that word.
We need some people humbled. Okay. We need some people humbled. So basically, after this happens, of course, Spiral Gate is back. Izzy is tripping. Jared is tripping. They think since Red won the veto, that he's gonna use it and they're gonna get backdoor, blah blah blah. They go back and forth, right? Mm-hmm. So finally, they end up doing this meeting. Which I think I feel like we touched on it last week, but they did the meeting, and that's when fucking Billie Jean came in and was like, huh?
What's going on?
So yeah, she like, I'm cracking up that they did Alliance B. They just completely forgot all about her. Like, man, if you being forgotten about and you're in Alliance, you need to look down and see what you're doing. Like,
I don't think Bowie cares.
I would have been like, girl, you didn't see us give you the signals. You didn't say us giving you the signal 2 hours, like we was in the kitchen.
That's a signal? That's what she gonna say. I didn't know we had a signal. I don't know where that.
Sit down, Bowie. Sit down. Sit right here. Sit down.
Right.
Sit down.
Right. So Vito does end up staying in this little old raggedy box. It has not been used. And then that's when we dip on into the week. Basically, they got the chance. They find out about the invisibility power, right? Invincibility.
Invincibility.
Okay, the invincibility.
The power
they found out
invincible,
about
like the TV show, like the animated show.
Yeah. So they find out about the power, right? And so of course everybody's speculating. They call everybody to the diary room, which was cool because they gave everybody gonna be here for 15 minutes, okay? Yeah. Or whatever time it was. So I guess they don't know, who's been in there, because obviously if you didn't win it, they're gonna be out there. Right. Honestly, I think everybody that I guessed would be in it was in it, so I'm glad. Which that ended up being Queen Sheree, Corey, Jag, and Matt. So we found out today on today's episode that they had to do one of y'all can explain the comp.
So the competition was, Big Brother's used this comp several times where they got to put the ball onto the little platform and roll it down, and so it doesn't drop off or drop into a hole. And basically the end goal is to get it inside the chalice at the end of the ramp. And again, like I said, we've seen this time and time again. So Ceree's the first one to go. Bless mother's heart. But she could not get the ball to go down there for nothing. And I was like, yep, this is the Sheree we know and love from Survivor. Can't win.
We're back, baby.
And she's trying with all her might. Then she finally get it. So she gets it in there. Then Corey goes. And he's kind of struggling a little bit, but not as much as Sheree. He gets his in. Jag goes. He gets his in. And then Matthew goes. He, have a little bit of struggle too. I mean, everybody struggled at first, right? Yeah. And he gets his in. And so we're waiting for these results. Julie's like, you're going to get the results. We're going to get the results. And so we already know who won based from feeds, right? Where we speculated who wins. And so when we see these times, though, so Ceree's was 12 minutes. I'm like, baby, that's not.
I said, okay, that don't sound bad.
That's not bad. And
that's a hard comp. Wow.
Immediately jumps to Corey's time. 53 seconds. I said,
oh damn.
She was that bad.
Soon as it popped up, I was like, damn.
And I was like, if Corey got 53 and still didn't win, what did Jag and Matthew get? Jag gets a minute and 13 seconds. I'm like, okay, that's still really good. He would have won still. But then Matthew's time, 45 seconds. He got that ball that, he ate that.
He did.
He ate that. But here's my cat, and we were talking about this. Eli's definitely griping about this.
I'm upset.
Go ahead, Eli.
Share your frustration. With such a strong power, I think you should have to dig and earn for it more. I don't want to sound like Jeff Probst in Survivor. You gotta dig for it.
You need to want it.
You need to want, but for you to have to roll it down once and then just have that decided, it's too little for it to have so much of an impact.
Yeah,
and maybe it just shows how important the 4 vote or the top 4 vote getters were. So maybe that's why they're like, oh, we could get away with it being shorter. But I want them to earn it. I don't Matt, of course, top 4. He's
Congrats.
America loves him. Congrats. I was happy he won it, but I want him to have to put a little elbow grease into it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, no, I agree, because I just don't think there should be comps. I used to complain about Cody back in 22 when he would win those comps in 2 minutes, and you sit up here with other people's times with 17 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and he's did it in 2. I'm like, how? So for them to all have done it in under 2 minutes, really all did it in under 1 minute and 30 seconds, with the exception of Sheree. I think we need to make things a little not too complicated. BB can be adding 220 layers.
Oh, I love BB can comps. I love BB
can. BB can want you to not only roll the ball down the alley, they want you to go across the river. They want you to pick the stones out the river, jump off the cliff, climb back over the cliff, dunk the ball in the hoop, and then come back and hit your
Indeed.
And so So I ain't say they gotta be all that extravagant, but they do need to, for something of this magnitude, it should have been something a little more difficult. I agree.
Maybe have them do it like 3 times or something. Like even that would be simple enough. Of course, they would have got the rhythm and probably
we're gonna make it
still under 2 minutes.
Yeah,
but like I feel like that's a little bit more earned. And shoot, Suri probably would have taken 30 minutes if that was the case.
Well, they can't time out from a power, so they would have been in there all night.
They still would have timed out.
No, I do. No, they would have timed out because they only gave them 15 minutes. I think I saw them say on the feeds.
So she basically timed out with 12 minutes.
Basically.
Production probably lied. There's no way she got 12 minutes on the dot. It's probably
she probably got about 25 minutes in there. But yeah. So
yeah, Matt wins, and we're like, okay, Matt. And so with the feeds, I know I'm trying to take it a little bit from you, Trees, but we were heavy speculation last, like everybody, because the drama that was going on, Teresa get into the drama and all that was going on, paranoia and stuff. But when we found out about the power, we knew Suri had it, right? We knew Matt because he told her. But on the episode when he was like, I know I'm going to take this information to Suri because I trust Suri. She's experiencing these things, and she's the only one I want to know, and I want to get her advice. Come on, Matthew Fields. Matthew Fields is going up the ranks, and even Suri said it out of her own mouth. She said, wow, Matthew giving me and only me this information, that changes my whole perspective on how I see me and Matthew going in this game. Like she said, I can see, she started counting on her head. Why she say Izzy before Jared? She's like, Izzy, Jared, Matt, I can see us. Matt, I can see Matt in my final 4, final 3, really.
Hold on. You saw that little shade when she was reading everybody. She was just like, you know what? Maybe even final 3. Jared was the one she kicked off their list. She didn't say no name.
But they also showed that she is still mad at Felicia because Felicia ain't in there either.
Oh yeah.
So, but you know what? And when he came to her and told, he was like a happy child on Christmas, telling his mom what he got for Christmas. And when they were strategizing, he was like, "What do I do? Should I use it?" And she was like, "I don't know." She's like, "It's up to you." You know, Suri, she always delegates it back to the person, but we really know it's like her saying, "This is what you need to do," but I want you to feel like this is your decision. Like, is this what you want to do? Do it, type deal. But
you think you have control? You don't, but you sure think you do.
Right. So they left us with that. But before we get to that, finish that part. We'll talk about how the drama went off with the whole vote because Jag was under the impression that Suri and Co were going to be keeping him, right?
Well, they literally told him.
They did tell him.
Right? Wait, you're good. You're good.
Right.
We got you.
So he just knew that he was safe, but he was like, I want to make sure I can get American Corey's vote. So he was like basically trying to wrangle them up and was like, y'all, pretty much I had votes. And America more so than Corey was pissed because she's like, why are they lying to him? They're all voting. We just talked about this and we're voting him out and they're giving him this false hope. And so she was pissed off. Did they have a little alcohol? I missed that because I feel like
I feel like they had alcohol multiple times this week.
Right.
Did they have alcohol during I know this wasn't dinner 2 days ago, but the dinner they had some, I think.
Yeah, they did.
Of course, that was a few days ago.
But I feel like they had some again because she was on one. America was on one. And
America was running her little mouth, okay?
Go ahead.
So basically,
I told him that she was mad, but she was about the Jag thing.
Oh yeah, she's upset about Jag, right? She does say she does want to keep Jag, right? Mm-hmm. But they're going back and forth on the vote on Suri's side. America and Corey, they have no idea. Corey doesn't eventually end up finding out, but they have no idea that the vote is even possibly turning over to save Jag, right? Mm-hmm. So America is upset. She's mad. She say, well, let's go see what Queen Suri. Yeah,
the mastermind.
You said it right. She is the queen, the mastermind. She running the house. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she's a little upset. I'm cool with it. Okay, even though Suri is my fave, I'm cool with the opposition. I'm cool with you getting spicy, but I need you to say it with your chest because then when Suri approached her, she was everybody on mute.
Mute. I was just gonna say everybody on mute.
she was out of there. She didn't say nothing. Now Corey did bring her back down. Corey was like, "Hey, like you can't do this," and she was telling Corey. She done said it in a hammock multiple times that she want HOH. That she's putting up Sari and Izzy. Let's see what Sari the mastermind thinks. So they were going back and forth about that. I'm okay with the spice. I love it when I love the beef, but then when she get in front of your face and you're like, would you like me to go get you a glass of water? Like, come on. So anyway, so they beefing back and forth. They're going back and forth. Jag, I'm proud of Jag. Okay, Jag. We was talking about him last week. I was like, all right, Jag, you need to do a lot better because you were campaigning more for Riley than you doing for yourself. So, but hey, he did kick it into overdrive. He did kick it into overdrive, so I give him that. So he was going back and forth, and he finally got Sari in the room. He knew who to talk to. Mm-hmm. You already know who you got to talk to, the head of the household, and that's right. Queen Sari.
Queen Sari.
Mm-hmm. I'm cracking up that this is Cam's HOH, and this whole week I'm like,
we have not talked about it.
Has anybody even been in the HOH room to try to make deals?
Shout out to Red.
Barely. The only time they went into the HOH room is for this fake Legend 25 meeting. One nobody really caring to even be in his presence. And Cam was popping up. That's how you know your HOH is failing, or how people don't care about your authority, because he would be back there in the comic room. He'd be back there sitting in the chair like, "Hey, y'all, what y'all doing?"
Wait,
like, you the HOH. That's
why am I coming down here? Right. And I'm like, okay, if I'm HOH and I see people not coming, and my best ally just won this little veto, I'm like, hold on. Okay, y'all think y'all ain't got to come talk? Okay, Red, let's use this veto. We're gonna put them up. I don't even care if they don't even go home. I need them to know that
that's
I'm not
what
playing.
It is. The petty in me would have been like, you know what? One of y'all in the common room going up. I don't know.
I'm gonna make y'all sweat.
You know what? I've been so petty. I said, let's see which one of them come up to the HOH room. If they don't come up to my HOH room by 5:00 Friday, you going up. I would be so petty like that. I really would.
While they in there talking, go in there talking about some eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and they be like, "What are you doing?"
And I'm just walk out.
I'm just trying to see who I'm putting on the block after this veto. That's all. Because nobody's talking to me, so somebody got to go up. So one of y'all, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Not the enemy.
One of y'all gonna hit the door.
Exactly. So basically they going back and forth. We saw in the episode tonight, that's when Sari, they decided they wanted to flip over to keep Jag. We were talking about it. I think we were on the feeds and it was happening. Was that that was last episode, right? That's when Sari and Jared were in the storage room. And basically, Jerry, you're gonna. That's my +1, baby. This is not the cookout. You're on the wrong season. Y'all not doing the +1 thing.
Season.
Y'all not doing that. You're not doing that. Yo, that's not your +1. That's your.
Nobody has.
I'm not gonna even say it. Nobody has a +1. We in the house playing the game.
Jared and Blue even had like a game conversation. I don't watch feeds like barely, and so for him to say, "Oh, that's like you losing Izzy." No, they be scheming. Sari and Izzy be scheming.
No,
Y'all just
right.
No.
What plots and plans?
They be pillow talking
and moves have you and Blue made together? I'll wait. Are the moves in the room with us today? Like,
can you see the moves in the room? Yeah, so they go back and forth, and this is basically like, this is mom. This is beyond the game right now, because this is mom talking to her son, because you can tell Sari is over it. She was just like, okay,
putting a little foam in her hair.
She said, she was just like, okay. She's like, well, we just gonna vote how we vote. You vote how you want to vote. Right. And basically, she was done with the conversation. You can tell Jared was upset, and that's when he we talked about that last week. He pretty much tell her that Felicia said she talked too much, she run her mouth too much, and ever since then it's been a little off with aunties. Now they got to back. They was gossiping and stuff. They back enough for me. I just like for them to chuckle and give us a good time feed.
They don't even have to. If they want to go head to head, go for it.
I don't care.
I'm telling you, I'm here for chaos.
Soon. Exactly. Now, if they take each other out next week, I'm gonna be a little hurt. But we
know they're not gonna do that. There's no reason for either of them. I think Felicia talks smack about. I mean, they all talk smack about
everybody.
So Everyone can get it. Everyone can get this.
Especially. Come on, Tree. Cue it.
Well,
say it.
Well, especially the thoughts out here. Okay. So we're gonna that conversation. So last night, basically, Red, I think it was Sari. Red had told Sari, I don't know who told who. Okay. Red called America fast.
Yes.
Right. And I think it was Mad Man was like, huh? What you mean fast? You know. Fast. Sari
not swimming, Matt. Sorry, man.
I feel like that's an old school term.
Well,
I'm with that.
Yeah, fast is what I grew up on.
It's old school.
Definitely.
Fast
that's what I grew up on for real. Yeah. So and Jared was like a thought, and you know he knew what thought is, and so Sari's like yes, like a thought, and Mimi flirtatious, you know, trying to make it sound better. So everybody went into that. Sari, she got her thing. Okay, listen. Sari not innocent. Okay, let's be real. She not innocent. She done said a thing or two where I'm like, Sari, you shouldn't say that. You're on TV. But in this situation, she did not call that girl a thought. Oh. Now, whether she agree with it or not, we don't have that confirmation. But she did not call her a thought. It was Red that called her fast, and they used a synonym for thought.
Oh, okay, big word. Okay, big word.
Okay.
I went to school a little bit. Okay, a little bit.
you know the word golden and you know synonym? Oh man, I'm getting cooked this episode. I'm getting cooked.
So there was a whole big thing, and then it turns out Red America got beef with Red. Now, if America don't put Red on the block, they both got beef, okay? And apparently the real beef, honestly, is Red dating this little a woman child.
23.
I don't call her a woman child. Yeah, I think she's 23. She gotta be 23.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, and Allie Mae doesn't want me looking at these young girls in the house, and you know, so he told her that like day 1 or 2, which is weird as hell. He told her like we can't really have that many conversations because you know my girl. Well, I don't know if they married, my wife, whatever.
They married.
He's like, they married? That's weird. Yeah. He's like, you know, my wife wouldn't want me around pretty little girls. And then he called her a bitch yesterday. And she been upset at that. Corey talked to her that. You know what? I like Corey, but Corey, if you talk down one more goddamn thing in that house, because she said, no, so I can go defend myself. First of all, you're not going to tell me that I can't defend myself. Okay. Yeah. I'm about to go in there and say, oh, I'm a bitch. I'm gonna show you a bitch. Right.
Come Thursday, we'll take it at 8 to 8.
Baby, and you know what? And I really think that America really would have gave it to Red, and I would have enjoyed it. But I think it would have blew up Sari's spot because I think Sari is the one that said it. I think I gotta go back and fact check that. But
they said what?
Corey basically that Sari was the one that told somebody who told Corey that Red called her a bitch.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, so I can't remember exactly. I want to say it was Sari. Yeah,
probably.
So, anyways, that drama happened, and then feeds were getting cut like no other. Okay, that's why, like, y'all, this probably gonna be short today because we missed so much. Especially after the power. That's what we all.
Oh, hold up! I love the power because I think, and then you know. So now that we have our plan with the power, you know, well, actually think about it. What if we?
Eli,
I agree. That's a good plan.
You couldn't even enjoy the feeds, bro.
So basically every single time the power even got even a little bit discussed, they kept cutting the feeds. But we did see, which you know what, there's a delay. So I think they did that on purpose. So basically, they got a shot of Sari in the back room by herself. She was like, "Thank you, America." I think it was. Well, now we know it was her thanking America for choosing her. You know, that's a good thing in the Big Brother house when you don't see anything, when you know that America picked you because you know they like you. Yeah. So I think that's what that was. But we all speculate that was because she won.
Right.
Turns out that was wrong. Yeah. Turns out that was wrong.
Child. So basically, she won.
She did. You see my thing, Sari's power.
And I'm a Rathu Field stan. Okay, I call him Rathu because his rat game is on point. He's gathering information and bringing it back to Mother as he should.
Yep. So we finally actually saw they went to the have not room, and Matt was telling her about the power. Were they in the comic room? Anyways, whatever room that was in, they were talking about the power, and she told him what it was. And then he's like, you know what? I will say this. I'm gonna give Matt a little bit of, a little bit. It do sound like he automatically was like, oh, I'm using it. Okay. But Sari was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think she thought about it like, dang, what if I need this next week?
Right. What if I need this? Right.
Exactly. And you know what? I don't care what nobody say. If Sari told him, no, I don't think it's best to use power, because what if you're in trouble? You know what? And we need you here. He would have 100% not used it. Sari directed Matt what to do with that power. Okay. Now, I do think Matt was going to use it regardless, but if he didn't have Sari if Sari didn't agree, I don't think he would have used it.
No.
But I will say I am so excited that a power has been used in the house.
Correctly.
And it's used on a person that I want to stay. Even though Jag game is like a 3. But
Jag's given so little, but his potential, y'all, his potential.
If Jag don't win this HOH, I know something.
Bruh, I really hope Jag win this HOH.
He better throw Red and Cameron up there so fast they head gonna spin. I would just win it and be like, y'all don't even have to worry about it. Red, Cameron, y'all already know y'all getting that block. I wouldn't even don't even come
Let's have the nomination ceremony right now.
I would just tell everybody, y'all don't even have to go talk to me. I'm telling you right now, Red and Cameron, that block belongs to y'all.
Right.
That's it.
And so basically, dang, I just lost my train of thought. Shoot.
Well, I'll fill it in. So even with we were just anxious to see if it was going to get used because of the back and forth with the whole Jag and Blue vote. Because if they were going to keep Jag, there was no need for the power to get used. And I know last time we left off, we were talking about how they were committed to keeping Jag no matter what.
Oh, I know.
But okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. Oh my god!
You forgot again.
Yeah. Oh my god!
While you're thinking, we're talking about the votes. I just want to shout out my little name. Shout out Julia. I felt so bad for Matt.
Screaming.
Oh, I know what I was about to say.
All right.
Yeah,
Everyone quiet. Let Treese go. Listeners quiet.
Yeah. So,
listeners quiet.
What I was gonna say is the only people that do know about the power is Jared and Sari. Matt told Sari, and of course Sari told her little raggedy son.
She should have told him.
I really wish she didn't, but we don't know. Of course they cut the feed, so I'm not sure if he knows that Matt was using it for sure or not, because when we saw on the feeds was Sari, once we found out Matt did win the power, Sari was like, well, I just don't know what to tell Matt to do. So it seems like it was still up in the air on what to do, but who knows? They cut feed so much, so she might have eventually told him like, yeah, he gonna use it.
I really wish she wouldn't have told him.
And with us knowing that Sari told Jared about the power, can we just talk about how Jared was so upset on how America hates him, but how he's not a top 4 person? I almost feel bad because that's like so for so long we use the analogy of like, oh, this is like Michael Jordan's kid and whatever, and they don't like Michael Jordan's kid. Everyone knows really Michael Jordan's kid. Everyone knows that Jared will help Sari, and Sari got all the votes easily, but he still ain't getting nothing.
That's his fault for being a terrible son and a game player, because if he would just kept his mouth closed and just chill, he might I still don't think he would have won, but he probably would have been closer to getting in.
Right.
I don't know.
At least Blue stayed so he didn't have to steal her panties.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Yeah, Jared told
it's getting
Blue that he wants something. That he wants something to remember her by, just in case she goes home. He said he wants some of her panties. And he said if she get famous, he's gonna sell them on Amazon. It's weird.
If you tell me that and I'm on the block and we get ready to vote, why would you even say that? Why would you tell me that? Why is there even an if?
They can't escape the April and Ollie tier. No matter how hard they try, they're just staying nasty.
Oh, I just don't have any words, man.
That's weird. I don't care.
Bridges, and there's nothing.
I don't care.
I have hope. at final 7, we're all gonna be rooting for Jared.
Are we?
You know what? I have hope.
Wait, one
no,
more.
No, keep in mind, I had hope in Riley.
Two people gotta go home now. That before jury, right? Yeah. So, you can tell Blue was she was not feeling the lesson. I think she finally realized, like, damn, I have not been playing the game. She did go and do a little conversation back and forth with Cam. What's up, Ela?
Oh, I was just gonna say, thinking of Blue and thinking back to the veto episode. For so long, we were all convinced, thinking of the feeds, wow, Blue actually thinks Felicia's Jared's mom. But in that episode, she's like, in the diary room, I don't know if the DR fed this to her, but she's like, you know what? The clues actually line up where I think Cerise his mom. And so she actually put 2 and 2 together. Is she going to do anything about it?
No.
Heck no. I wish she would. I really wish she would. I hate that she won't do anything.
But you know what? Just based off of her, how she was in the house, I don't think she did that DR of knowing it was Cerise until after her following Felicia around. Because that was just really out of character. That was weird.
Yeah. That was a fun day.
It wasn't even like she was like here, there. No, she followed that woman around. Like, what are you doing?
She was up under her trying to get the cooking lessons. She wanted the recipes.
She was. Yeah.
She wanted that invite to Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Later. I bet you they were in the DR like, so Jared told you about he's related to somebody in the house. Yeah, you know, like when he said that he had a family member that was on a reality show, and they did leading questions like that. I'm sure. And she was just like, huh. Because listen, now we've all seen Blue's DRs. They're terrible. But Blue, she thinks she got so much confidence.
Bessie Treese, what? Bessie Treese.
Look, she got so much confidence. If she knew that was Jared's mom, she was like, girl, we already know who his mom is. She was just like, oh, well, basically like she was reading off a teleprompter. That's what it sounded like. Right. I don't think they got teleprompters in there, but you can tell it was rehearsed. Like they fed her those lines because we all know
rehearsed her lines.
Listen, we based off of all her other DR, she kitty purr. We know Sarita.
Okay, what is that all about? What's that kitty purr?
I don't know.
Kitty purr, Bessie Eric. What is
that?
It's
foolishness.
Girl, it's giving Aquafina it's giving, and I don't like it.
All that foolishness in the middle of her speech, and I wanted to throw up because hush. I should have told her to hush.
Julia should have really told her to hush. So, Julia, I'm gonna call that woman Julia.
Julia.
Listen, my very first thoughts about Blue were correct. Well, I don't know what it was. Everybody like, I liked her. No, she gave me very performative
I still like her.
The fact that she was an alternate and her clip just made no sense. When she was talking about, I'm not going to tell anybody I'm a strategist because I'm a brand strategist for my job. Baby girl, those are not the same strategies. I'm sorry. And then the fact that she said that in her speech, I want to keep strategizing. When have you strategized?
No.
I still remember in the draft, I said she's probably going to be horrible. But
well, you know what?
If she's good, she would be so great. And you know what? She has another chance to another week before she's targeted again.
Right.
Well, you know what? It is a strategy because you do have to have a little bit of strategy when you have to realize where you're going to have sex in the Big Brother house. You have to wait, make sure everybody's asleep. You got to make sure his mom not coming up. You got to make sure, like, dang, did I do my DRs?
She's not even good at that. She's not even good at that. They couldn't find the condoms. She's not good at that. She wanted to replace the condoms back to where they were. She was good at that strategy.
Hold on, I forgot all about that. Man, when I tell you, Miss, please don't get rid of that woman no time soon. That woman was on a hunt. Who using these condoms? Baby, she went in them drawers. She didn't go on one drawer. She was really looking like, who used these condoms? She knew Jared was using them condoms. She knew it. She 100% knew it.
So what tipped her off? Because I missed that part.
They were when Izzy threw the condoms on Corey and America when they were in the have not room.
Yeah, so after the dinner, they did have wine at dinner, so they were a little drunk then.
Right.
America wanted to go just cuddle with Corey. And so everybody knew they were just like hanging out in the have not room. So they were like, okay, let's go get them some condoms to be funny. And then that's when they went to go find a condom. They're like, wait a minute, the box missing. And Blue back there like this. And with brushing her teeth like, Jared over there looking.
Mm-hmm.
Looking
Suspicious.
guilty. Yeah, we knew who to use them condom. Listen, I'm just glad they being safe. Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna say that. I'm glad y'all being safe, but that's whatever. But you can kind of tell, like, yesterday, Blue was like not feeling Jared. It's probably more so she was in her head because she could possibly go on. But it's like, yeah, girl, you forgot you playing Big Brother. You forgot.
Right. That Thursday night eviction call woke her up because she was like, hold on.
Yep.
Could I be getting lied to? Because again, there was a lot of the drama too with how they were like, oh no, she was telling America they already promised me and I votes, and America was mad because why are they lying to Jag? And we've already talked about it. And then they were like, well, they could be lying. And she tried to wake up Jag, be like, Jag, they're lying to you. And they were, because they were definitely voting him out. But it also wasn't a lie because they did want to keep him. But then they couldn't bank on Jared's vote, and they didn't want to get messy with the tie and all of that stuff. So there was a lot of drama because America was getting hype and she was mad and talking about, well, I'm just gonna all this stuff. Like she was wearing her big britches, as the old folks say. She put on her britches, and was, you know, she ready to go to war. So everybody on the timeline is like, hey sis, if you ready, do something. If you
house meeting.
Right. House
meeting.
Listen,
I was so for the house meeting. Okay, listen, y'all.
Come on.
Now
there's jump.
Hands down, any time of the day, I'm gonna fight for Sari. She be okay. That's not how they be doing some crazy stuff. I don't care. I'm gonna say it with my chest, I support Team Sari. But when there's a house meeting in the house and she could possibly get exposed, I'm gonna be here ready with some popcorn because I'm Team Fun Feeds. I am Team Fun Feeds. I do not like my faves to be in trouble, but let's be real. This is Big Brother 25, and my faves have always been in trouble, so I'm used to it. I can deal with it. But baby, do not call a house meeting if you're not gonna call it for real. Oh my god,
it's so fun to see Twitter just get so just the words house meeting are mentioned, and then everyone comes together. Like it's time. Everyone turn on the feeds for a nothing burger.
Because and that's how strong the mist of Sari is. Because anytime they try to act and they get ready to go against and blow up her game a little bit, it's that mist that kick on. It's almost like one of them hijackers from,
get real right back down
from the Hunger Games. You know, the jackers that they put in there that control your mind, even when you get to thinking that you about to do something, and that mist just come back with like, no, you will not. Call a house meeting.
Sari just sits with you, and just her aura is just like, oh wait, I'm good. I'm good. I love her.
You're good. Well, no. This is the perfect. There is no war in Bossing Say. There is no house meeting this season.
Oh my god.
There is no split sides. I'm your girl.
So another thing that happened that I want to talk about that was like a big deal in the house. Oh Lord, fucking Bowie Jane, Lord. So apparently Bowie Jane and Easy kind of got into like a little tiff. She got upset and she was saying like every time like I walk into a room, people like scatter. Izzy doesn't want to talk to me. It kind of all came down onto Izzy. Like I don't know why she so attached to Izzy. Like she kind of been giving Izzy some jabs lately. Jane not innocent. She been throwing a few slugs at Izzy lately.
Wasn't it after like someone kept her up? Was it Izzy that even kept her up, or was it someone else?
Well, listen, so basically, which I think is really stupid, honestly, in the Big Brother house, they won't turn off the lights in the room unless I think a majority of the people are in the room or two people are in the room, if it's after 10. But, and so if somebody like in the have not room, if, what's the name, Izzy not in there, she can't go sleep because the lights is on. Well, you know what?
She don't throw that cover over her head.
But you know what's funny is because during that time on slot was Bowie Jane, Izzy, and Corey. Why you not yelling at Corey? Why you giving Izzy all the smoke? Fucking Bowie Jane. So anyway, so everybody got mad, and then this is a discussion. We're gonna finish the podcast with these, you know, unless y'all got something else. But the whole thing came back and forth. They were like, oh Lord. Mimi's like, this lopsided head ass girl came in here like listen, they were like, oh, these are mean girls. These are mean girls. And then everybody goes back and forth. And they're like, y'all don't want old school Big Brother. Y'all can't handle this. And then I can't remember who was that tweeted. Somebody tweeted like talking about someone all day. I think that goes into the bully realm.
They're not.
Not saying it to their face. I don't think nobody in this house being bullied. Okay, so everybody wants to use what happened with Taylor as an excuse. Okay, now in Taylor's situation, that was a dog pile. It really was. Okay, it really got to the point to where it was like, all right, dang, I wanted the girl to go home, honestly, because y'all are messing with this girl's mental. That's how bad it was for me.
How dare you drop a pineapple?
Exactly. But listen, Byyyeee Jane, right? Nobody is saying anything, I think, to my knowledge. I don't think nobody's like bullying her per se. So people have said things to her face and behind her back. But then my big question is, and y'all viewers that are watching, please in the comments tell me, when does the conversation go to I'm in the Big Brother house venting to my friends in the Big Brother house? Because I'm gonna say this. Exactly. Now, and everybody is on social media holier than thou. That's mean. That's bullying. Da, 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 da. Man, every time I'm in the goddamn room trying to have this, here come fucking Byyyeee Jane in here ready. That's annoying, yo.
Yeah.
When what was her name on BB25 that kept popping in?
Oh,
when she had called Christian Brittany. It was cool and it was cute when Brittany was doing it. It was funny and we had memes. But it's not when Byyyeee Jane do it. It's the same thing. Byyyeee Jane doing the same thing. The only reason why they upset is because she crying. But Byyyeee Jane a little sensitive. Okay, everybody in the house done cried. Okay, bless
her heart.
And it's just like, bro, you grown. If you walking into a room and people start talking, you need to realize If I'm Byyyeee Jane, y'all think I'm in our lines? I'm about to go do another one.
Right.
You know what?
And Byyyeee Jane doesn't even want to play. She doesn't want to play.
No, I think she just want to play. Let's make friends. Yeah,
and
she on a game.
Somebody said, let me put this on the thing. Writers, that we both should have put it on that tree.
Oh, go ahead.
I think people are allowed to talk. They are trapped in there with each other for 100 days. I don't know what they want people. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Now, there is a line that you cross where it's like, all right. Now, but I don't think they crossed it. Honestly, no. I don't.
And again, you're trapped in this house. People are people. People are going to annoy you. Just like I said, I know for me, if I'm in a house and people getting on the bed with their shoes or their dirty feet, they've been walking around, I'm going to be like, why are you on my bed with your birth certificate feet?
Bro, Eric bring up people's feet all the time, yo.
All the time. It's crazy.
And birth certificate, if you don't know what that means, you know how when you get your birth certificate, they put the little baby's feet in the ink and they dap it.
Oh my god, that's a good one.
And so y'all gonna get mad at me because I say that?
I said, unfortunately, I think the line is suggested. I agree.
I agree. And one thing I want to say somewhat is it also depends low-key on who's getting it. Because I would say people have talked more smack about Cameron. Like, even from day one, Cameron's a serial killer. Cameron, and keep in mind,
he's got it worse.
And keep in mind, he is not. I'm not
like it.
There's some stuff where it's like, all right, I can see where they're getting it from.
Allegedly, I can see where it's coming from.
Yeah,
but we really have to like do it. Okay, that's the one. I'm sorry. Like, go ahead.
Let me go. No. I was pretty much done. I was done. Go ahead.
The line is bigotry. That's all I can say. That's the line. Yeah. As long as you ain't crossing that line. I mean,
right. I look at it like this. What a lot of people need to like remember in the house, and where everybody does the like, in the uproar, you have to remember, I hate to say it, but there's a double standard. There's a double standard in everything in the house. They're gonna treat women differently, they're gonna treat men differently. That's honestly just how it is. And if you deny that there's not a double standard, you're wrong. Just like Cam is getting a lot of hate. He has gotten hate behind closed doors and to his face.
Where are his stands at? Because ain't nobody protecting him.
I'll stand for him. I'll sit. No, I'm kidding.
Eli, don't get removed.
His mom's. That's the only stand I think he
Not even his kid? His kid is a Sharif fan. That's crazy.
I don't know, but you know what I did read, allegedly. I don't know if this is true, but Cam apparently divorced his wife. Cam don't like to work. Cam had 3 jobs. Cam sold the house and left the mama and the daughter basically homeless. They are staying at friend's house, and he only got his daughter for that opening package. But
that's all alleged. We don't know the truth.
This is alleged.
Somebody said that they knew them personally, and that's not true.
That's what they say, but they say he be at his mama house playing video games, and that I do believe. He give me Call of Duty vibes.
He don't want to work. Is what it sound like.
Yeah, 100%. I want to say something, but it might be too far. I ain't gonna say that.
Anyways,
there's a line that I'm like, all right, Tree. Okay, I'm the most least filtered person on this podcast, y'all. And sometimes when I catch myself about to say something a little too far, it's bad. So,
and one thing I will say on the players' behalf, I almost feel like, I mean, you don't want to use talking smack as a strategy, but that's also a bit how you endear yourself. You aren't going to talk smack to someone where you don't trust them. Like, I'm not going to talk smack to Cameron about Suri because I don't trust him.
Right.
But it's like, if you have your crew, and that kind of just shows how tight Suri's bond is with so many people, because a lot of people, that whole group can talk smack, and guess what? It won't escape.
Right.
That part. So yeah, it's just there's the line, and like Ty said, it's subjective, and it's gonna, people will protect their faves. You're right, sure will. Like Auntie Felicia and Suri, they could literally do almost no wrong. It would have to be something on a major scale for me to be like,
they'd have to put someone in the chokehold and then knock them out.
I would like to see that.
Unfortunately, they would cut it on the feed.
And they definitely will. Both will be. They'd be expelled. Yeah.
Oh my God, fees would be down for 3 days. Y'all go and take a nap, catch up on some sleep.
Like we did when they cut the fees for Dire Fest, child. We was chilling.
That was crazy. That was so unnecessary for them to cut it that much though. That was really unnecessary.
Because they had them folks out there hungry and hot and heat stroke and all type of stuff out there. But
you know what? What really upsets me, not upsets me, but it's blatantly obvious that there is supposed to be 2 teams in this house, and it was supposed to be divided. And it just bothers me that just because Luke got expelled, that they didn't go through this route. Like, I just wonder how much different the game would have changed. Because even though feeds are given, they really are. If you're not watching feeds,
top tier.
They really are. The feeds are given, and
episodes someone cooking too.
Yeah, the episodes not too bad. They're not too bad. Okay,
they be
a little less fluff.
Hit or miss, but hey,
a little less fluff.
50% hit rate for episodes is good, because they're normally shooting at 10%, 15%.
Yeah, no, for real.
Facts.
So, I just really wonder how much different the game would be, but coulda, shoulda,
woulda.
So,
just to quickly, before we wrap up, go back over like tonight. Obviously, Matt, Jag was evicted, y'all.
Unanimously again.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. This is the first time where the first 4 votes were unanimous.
Boo! Right. Throw a hinky vote, someone, please. That's all I ask.
The DRs are less. They felt less scripted.
They do seem a little less scripted. Yeah.
Everyone but Blue and Red feels at least.
Yeah, honestly, they're the 2 that give me the most like, let me put on a show. Everybody else they doing pretty good, but yeah.
Speak on it, Bessie Treese. Yeah.
You don't quit calling me Bessie Treese.
I do it all season. I hope you know. I hate Bessie. I hate Bessie Jag and Bessie Riley so much that I'm gonna start saying it.
Yeah, it's the what the people say on the ick. I don't know where they got that from, but that's giving me the ick.
Chad, that's what the kids be saying. I'm gonna start saying it's the ick.
I still need to know where they getting that stuff from. But anyways, Jag was evicted, and he was so emotional because I wonder if he couldn't have known, because he thought he was up out of there. He was hugging everybody, but the tears were flowing. He was headed out the door, and then the sound goes off. And they're like, what's going on? What's going on? The power was activated. So Jag was safe from eviction. So pretty much the week was reset. Everybody, including Cameron, can now play in the new HOH. So we're going to be interested. We're going to be waiting for these feeds tonight to see who HOH. And like we said earlier, Brother Jag, if there was any time for you to win a competition to show that it was worth you staying.
It's now. But you know what's funny?
This is your time.
Okay. You know what's funny to me though? I feel like even though they've had these unanimous votes, and I feel like it's not as a big deal for me because I do hate unanimous votes. Like, I absolutely hate it.
But the House is not unanimous. That's the crazy part.
Like, I think because leading up to it, like, if it ends up being unanimous, it's like whatever. But then there's also the situation where it feels like what am I trying to say? It feels like I lost my train of thought. Lord, I lost my train of thought so much. Yeah, who won HOH?
No, Ty said we need an Izzy HOH.
That would be chaotic.
I absolutely like Izzy ain't gonna. I don't know. I mean, that's what it was. That's why. See, thank you, Ty, because that put that in my mind.
Got our girl back.
I lose my train of thought. Like,
hurry up, girl.
All right, real quick. I'm just gonna say
it was something about Izzy.
It's crazy with the amount of sides. As Treese thinks, I'll pick it up. But I would love any side winning. Like, I would, of course, I really want to Jag HOH. Oh, go ahead.
Let I go.
Okay, so what I was gonna say.
Go.
Very like asleep. What I was gonna say is I like the fact that it feels like even though there is a set group of people that's gonna go on the block, it feels like so much happens in the house, the targets change. Like they still the same, but they change. Like next week, the plan was for Cam and Red to automatically be on the block. But now you still have Blue and Jag in the house. But I feel like unless Jag or Blue wins HOH, I honestly feel like Red and Cameron are going to be the targets. Even though it only makes logical sense. Well, let's not ruffle any feathers. Let's go ahead and put Jag and Blue back on the block. Right. So I do think there's a big possibility, like so much happens in this house that the target does change because Ben was supposed to be the target and that man's still here. So,
and America and Corey, they might sneak up as the target too, depending on who wins. Like
she running that mouth
for sure. Yeah,
and
so
like
much can happen.
If we catch a win that you being flaky, you'll be the first to go. And if America goes pre-jury, she ain't got nobody to blame but herself.
Yeah, I really have high hopes for America. I really want her to go off on a couple people though, like a couple. Because I feel like she got in.
I don't think it's predictable either. People are like, it's boring. It's not really predictable.
Especially if you watch the feeds, like, or if you keep up with the feeds. And even the episodes somewhat capture the almost flip. Because the editors, they'll always find like a slight little thing, like someone in the DR saying, well, maybe I'm a backstab or this person. But no, you'll see actual conversations where they're like, you know what? No, we are keeping Jag.
Yeah.
And then it flips back. Right. This has been... Well, every week, but the Kirsten week.
Yeah. And honestly, the editors did good this week because, like, they did show a lot of hope for Matt to use the power, and he came through with it. So I was surprised. I was like, when they gave this edit, with Sari and Matt talking about using the power and all of these things, it's like, oh, they giving everybody hope, Jag and Red go home. And we thought that he would have to announce that he wanted to use the power then. So I guess, I don't know if there was a secret code that he was just like in a regular DR that we didn't get to see, where he mentions like, hey, if Jag is the one evicted, activate the power type deal or something like that. I don't know.
I have a feeling it was beforehand. That's my guess.
Was it during the commercial? Was he first after the commercial?
Yes.
Because maybe they did it during the commercial break. Who knows?
Yeah.
I have a feeling like before, like as they're getting ready for the eviction, they come in and say, Matt, so what is the likelihood that you want to use this power? And then I do think like right before, because that's why they placed him after the episode.
They had to tell him this morning.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'm going to say, I definitely think it's ahead of time, but yeah, imagine you be like, I don't want to use nobody. They be like, you already said it.
Facts. But probably the conversation was like, we don't have the votes to keep him, so we need to just go with the house and make them think that he going home, let that power activate, boom, he back in. So he's back in the game. He has a new lease on life.
For sure.
And now he's indebted to the S.7, or what was it? Not the
he indebted to Sari.
7 deadly sins.
I'm gonna say we know, yeah.
He's
in Sari Trust is what it is.
He already pledged his loyalty on Saturday when she told him they were keeping him anyway. So it's too late for him to go back and renege on it. If he did, I would be very surprised.
And look, it worked because Sari was just like, baby, she don't even mention Corey no more. Corey who? She replaced one white boy for another white boy. Okay.
Yep,
she said,
indeed.
You know what? You out. And you know what? And on the cool, Matt don't be spiraling. You might move up over Izzy, honestly.
I
think these words.
Matt with Sari is reminding me of Tiffany and Derek X. Like, she got him under the wing, but only she's just gonna be able to use this the way she needs it to, get her to the end. Because if Matt win HOH, we know who he not putting up. Jag and Sari automatically, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see who wins HOH.
Was Matt in the room when Jared said no? He wasn't, huh? I know Jared said, whoever don't tell me they win a power, I'd put them up. First of all, you can't win a comp. Who are you gonna put up? But second of all, he was just like,
D-Long. Okay, D-Long.
Like, it's a secret power. Like, boy, shut up.
And how about Bowie James? All right, guys, come out and say who won it. Girl, that's why they don't like you.
No, exactly. I love it though. Please, everyone, talk smack, speak your truth. Don't just say, oh yeah, that was a good job. I'm so happy you're here. No, be like, hey, I don't like that you used it, and I don't like that you hid it from me. Say it out loud, and that's where I love the little aftermath of live episodes.
But here's the thing: the fact that Bowie James, the one who said it, cracks me up because when she was in the diary room giving her shout out, Julie said, "Thank you."
Yeah,
baby.
The way she cut her dog walker.
I don't.
You know what? I want that to be. I wish we had like I want to get that clip like when we get ready to end the pod. Thank you.
We got the screen recorded from our phone from the TV.
I said, "Oh, Julia got some fire in her today. She got
that's Julia Chen. Julie got rid of the moon vest for a second there, and I love it. I love
Julia.
You know what? That's a doppelganger.
Was not here for it.
Shoot, that was Julia Chen.
That's what we like. We love Julia because
I like Julia with a spice.
People off. Yes, when she tell people that's spicy. Enough. Like Kylan, we need you to walk out. Kylan, immediately now.
Man, you know what? I would pay money. I ain't gonna pay a lot, but I would pay money to hear Julia Chen say, like when somebody
oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell Julie, you know what that's what you gotta say.
You know what they need to start telling them? Like, child, y'all on feeds. Give you shout outs. If you catch the camera, catch it. If y'all keep doing these feeds every single time you shout out somebody, that's a day of slop. Ain't gonna go that far, but slop.
No,
you know these people in the house like to eat. But slop, a day of slop. Oh, every name you say is a day of slop.
Right. So when you say Mama, Daddy, Cousin, Pookie, Ray Ray, and them, all that, and them is 5 slop. People, so 10. Yep.
Not them is 5 people, then it's 10. But yeah. But anything else y'all gotta say to wrap it up?
Shoot. No. I just want to say, go ahead.
Eli. Go ahead, Eli.
I was just gonna say, I'm loving this season. I think currently right now, this is my favorite season I've watched on feeds or somewhat kept up with feeds. I would say I started keeping up with them 17, 18. And even just episodes wise, of course, it's Canada seasons I like better still. And there's so much to go, and this can fall off post pre-jury.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm really enjoying this. It's a fun cast. And I miss it. I seriously Big Brother's back. They have a new intro. It's season 25.
I love the intro. I do love the intro.
Feels like a bit of a new age. And if they're turning the book and the season keeps continuing like this, man, I will be super excited.
It has to keep eating because I just don't see it not eating. I agree with those sentiments exactly. Like, people are complaining about it because of the unanimous votes. I don't care because we know if you watch the feeds, like we mentioned,
let me say
the house is not unanimous. So
that's what I'm saying. If you don't have feeds, it might be something different. But a unanimous vote is fine with me if I have the entertainment leading up to okay, this is what it ended up being. It's boring when it's it's boring when you have to do okay, it's gonna be a unanimous vote on Saturday, and then they just chilling all week. That's boring, baby. We got waffle all the way up to this afternoon, so I'm cool.
Just like Ma Sherry said, the spiraling alone. That's what it is, because I will never get the whole spiraling they did.
Is it Ma Sherry?
Ma Sherry.
Okay, bonjour.
Is that how you pronounce it?
No, he
Tell us if
says
that's
my
correct.
Sherry, but ma Sherry.
My Sherry. My
That's
Sherry.
all I'm saying. It's
My Sherry more pretty little one. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
It's Saturday.
I'll be going off.
Hey, relax.
Exactly
You better
right.
get copyright strike again. No.
Oh, I know. Right?
Oh, also let the record show that was Tracy's fault why our live got taken down last time, because she said, and we're gonna have them rolling. We're gonna put out the feet and we're gonna have them rolling. Yeah,
Because who told me to? Who told me to have it rolling?
Nobody said it. Because I went back and listened to the episode. You said it yourself.
We did.
I'll babysit y'all.
Duh. Before we recorded, you was like, "Hey, pull up the feed so we know." And so, yeah, it was you.
Anyways, the spiraling, yes, is amazing because typically, like on a regular season, the Saturday we be knowing who going home, but this season
Definitely
we don't know who going home.
Even though they always turn back to plan one. At least this is the third time in a row they've done it. But at least we get to see them fully flip because they are fully convinced. Yeah, we're keeping Heisem, we're keeping Riley, we're getting Cameron out, and then eventually it just goes back and then goes back.
I don't think anything will ever top Felicia's HOH with how they spiraled and said 20 different names. I just, when they was like, let's get Mimi, put up effing Mimi. I've been saying F Mimi. What about that Bowie Jane? Effing Bowie
that was
Jane,
only a week ago. That feels like 3 weeks ago.
Let's throw up Red then. Matt, I'm mad to say Matt. Sorry, Matt, but you got to get on that block. Like, they literally went through every single, let's put America up. What about America? Like, I don't think that amount, it stressed us out because we're like, what the heck are y'all doing? But we loved
going back and forth, yeah.
We loved it.
But yeah, look, they went through the whole house. They were trying to put up Julia. Shoot. I like her Julia all day.
No,
right. But let me say, who do y'all want to win HOH tonight?
Jag. Because he my winner pick, and he can't disappoint me like that. He can't keep disappointing me like this. I'm sorry.
See, I want to see an America HOH because I love to see struggles. And I want to see if she put her money where her mouth is. I feel like she would.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why I can't have that happen is because Izzy would go over Suri 99 times out of 50. Yes. So,
yeah.
And I need Izzy to stay. So I'm so stuck, but
Eli,
I'll live with any HOH.
No,
so,
it's free jury. I can't have my faves in danger. Sorry.
Look, selfish of me, I want Izzy to win because I need to see her in power. Okay, everybody was already not feeling her. I need to see her.
Been feeling
her
down
favorite snacks. She has, and I think it's gonna give her a boost because she has been down about like winning comps. So I would love to see it, and I think it's gonna be crazy. And this is just a cheat code because it's basically Cerise's HOH. But the messy in me wants to see what America would do. A little bit. Like, if I had to, like, I want Izzy to win, like, 90. I want Izzy to win at, like, 80%. I want Jag to win at about 10. And then there's a little bit of me that want America to win. Because I just want to see if she going to say with her chest.
We haven't said
I like the opposition.
The completely nuclear and chaotic option of Bowie Jane winning HOH.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, you know what?
What is Bowie going to do?
No.
Eric, I want her to win. I want her to win HOH.
That's brilliant.
Everybody, and Izzy is gonna spy.
No, she's gonna do Jag and Blue. She's gonna do Jag and Blue.
No. I feel like she is, but Izzy is going to spiral because she's gonna think she's gonna, especially after that just happened like yesterday. Yeah. Oh my God! What? Let me put this up.
The one thing I am thinking of.
Can you imagine requesting your own music? What music do you want for your HOH? I need Izzy's best flute.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Definitely they gonna be up in there.
I would love that.
Yeah.
But
I would love that.
Thinking from the perspective of who do I not want to be in jury, I don't want Red to make it. So if Izzy won, got rid of Red and Cameron.
No, Red can go because he gonna vote for Suri, and I want Suri to win.
That's what I said. Red and jury.
Cameron. I want Cameron.
I just don't want his diary rooms, y'all. That's all I care about.
No, we want Cameron.
If I had to get rid of two, Cameron and Blue, I don't want in jury.
Yes.
Everybody else, let's make it.
Go.
What about Jared and Blue in the jury house, y'all?
All right, time to wrap it up.
That
Blue honey, y'all. Blue honey.
No, they need to be split up, and I want them to go.
So you want Jared to get her panties? That's all right, y'all. That's
he already got them.
I
just need to see live. I really need to see her face when Julie says, "Hey," I want her to be like, "Yeah, girl, I been new."
And Julie need to hit her upside the head with the no cars like she did Marcellus. And you didn't think to tell nobody? You didn't
not assault.
Oh, look, well, we are in different times, right? I guess.
Oh, and speaking of, y'all, please, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button on YouTube because we have something very, very special coming for y'all. It's gonna be a surprise. We'll let y'all see it.
I almost forgot. I was like, what do we got?
We hit and thank you everyone for subscribing because we did hit 100 subscribers. We did. We made 100,000. We made 100,000. 100,000.
Come on.
We hit
that. So tell your friends to subscribe. So I can buy my baby some Pampers. Thanks.
Oh my god. I
But go ahead, Eric.
No, that's pretty much that's all I got. Thank you, listeners and viewers, for taking the time again, like they said, to subscribe to us because that lets us know you want more content from us and we want to give it to you. We appreciate you and we can't thank you enough. So Treese, I cannot. That's why we got
I'm a miss.
Thank you again for taking the time to, be a part of this exclusive group chat. We really do appreciate you. So again, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're liking and you're commenting and sharing because we like to hear from you. We like to be able to engage and interact with you all. So until next time, we are out.
Have a good night.